No, I can't be the sound today. Well, good evening and welcome to this meeting for Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. If everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for students of the nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Kids, I was very excited to hear all you kids over all the adults. That was awesome. Roll call, please.
Mr. Grigsby.
Here.
Mr. Haynes.
Here.
Mrs. McCarthy. Here. Mrs. Saxon. Here. Mr. Rocco.
Here. Finalization of the agenda. Is there anything to add or remove?
The agenda is final as presented.
It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the written summary of the regular and special minutes for the meetings on March 4th, 2025, March 18th, 2025, and March 24th, 2025.
Move. Second.
Moved by Ms. Saxon, second by Ms. McCarthy. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please. Oh,
This is the minute section.
nope, not
Thank
yet.
you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Saxon.
Yes.
Mrs. McCarthy. Yes. Mr. Grigsby.
Yes.
Mr. Haynes.
Yes.
Mr. Rocco.
Yes. All right, we'll move right into the superintendent treasurer's report.
Okay. We have a pretty exciting superintendent's report tonight and lots of pretty incredible kids that we are going to highlight for all of you. Beginning with 3 of our talented middle school Power of the Pen students. I'm not going to steal Miss Kohler's thunder, but Kelly Kohler is here with us today, and I'd like to invite her to the podium to introduce our 3 students. Ms. Kohler is our honors ELA teacher in grades 6 through 8. She's our gifted and talented intervention specialist. She also runs on her own time Power of the Pen, our spelling bee, and what we are here to recognize tonight, the Stop the Hate essay and poetry contest that schools across the state participate in. And North Ridgeville Academic Center, under the leadership of Ms. Kohler, had the opportunity to send many students, 3 of which are here tonight to share with you their award-winning pieces. Ms. Kohler.
Thank you. So just to give you a little background information, the Multi-Museum Stop the Hate Contest is an amazing program. My classes participate in it each year. It is an initiative that challenges students in grades 6th through 12th grade. So our 6th, 7th, and 8th honors ELA classes participated this year in the poetry contest. So they have a poetry contest, an essay contest, and a songwriting contest. We partnered with Lake Erie Inc. and a professional writer came and provided 6 writers workshops with our classes and helped the students while they crafted their own original poems. This year, an impressive 4,419 students from over 160 schools across all of Northeast Ohio submitted their work to the contest. And I couldn't be prouder that 3 of our students were recognized and made it all the way to the top 6 of those 4,419 who submitted. So these 3 poets personify everything that Stop the Hate represents. They are kind, they're inclusive, and they're all around exemplary role models. First is Maddie Kimberly. She is a 7th grader. She won 3rd place for her poem Jar Full of Kindness. She's unable to attend tonight's meeting, so we will play a recording of her reading her poem.
Jar full of kindness. If I had a jar full of kindness, I would not want to let it go. The yellow warm light is not too bright, like the shimmer of falling snow. However, if someone's jar is empty, I crack mine open, but not too much, for I'm not sure if it will replenish. As the golden glow coats the bottom of the jar, you can see the result as an arc beams across their face. The more I seem to give to others, the more my jar fills with the warm and glittering light. But when the lid grows tight, I am no longer able to unscrew the top. Soon, the light starts to trickle out a crack in the bottom, and I am engulfed in darkness. I am afraid to scream for fear that none will hear me in this black void. So I sit and wait and hope. But the silence is too quiet. The void is too dark. I scream. I yell until my voice dies low, and the remarkable happens. I see a person. They come up close so that I can feel their warmth. They gently unscrew the jar and pour their light inside. Soon enough, others do the same, until the jar overflows with the warmth and love it needed. The jar still has cracks, but the dripping has slowed. At last, I'm able to see. Jar full of
Okay,
kindness.
next I'm gonna ask. An encore. Can I ask Elliot Gianfrido to come on up? Elliot is a sixth grader. She won honorable mention with her poem Pointing Out Flaws. And we will now listen to Elliot's poem.
Pointing out flaws. If you look closely, you can see the dark circles underneath my eyes. If you pay attention to my smile, you'll know it's fake. I've been thinking about some things lately. The rolls of my arms, the width of my thighs. I start wearing baggy clothes to cover the fat blob of flesh that is my body, thinking the clothes are my way to cope with the virus infecting my brain. Every night, I turn into a ball of my thoughts and leak tears and sadness, anger, and hopelessness. But one day, someone asks me if I'm okay. The thoughtful question surrounds me like a thick blanket. I wonder if I should answer honestly. Then I reply, no, I don't think so. Then something amazing happens. The person wraps me in a warm hug. When they pull away, I feel different. Like this person has cured me. Like this person has shown me a light in pitch black darkness. Like this person has provided a soft, kind hand to smooth out the jagged edges of hate.
And lastly is Zoe Bloom, also a sixth grader. She won second place with her poem, I Won't. And Zoe is going to be reading her poem live for us.
I won't. The one smart, beautiful girl who does everything right, being tossed around like pizza dough. I can tell she's suffering through it all as she's being grabbed and thrown. I see her with those beautiful blue eyes, yet still shimmering and glimmering. Yet those tear-filled eyes still shimmer and glimmer. I wonder why she doesn't say a peep. Why does she keeps it sealed so tight through the darkness of the night? Shoved against lockers, I see with the fight in those beautiful blue eyes, oh so filled with fright. No, I won't, I utter with a grudge as I step out into the spotlight. They turn and gaze and roll their eyes. I say, stop it, I won't let you do that. She peers at me like a puppet on a string, dancing around forcefully, being forced to cling. Oh please, stay out of our way, or you're gonna have to be our next prey. They grasp her hair tighter and tighter. With each breath she takes, she slowly begins developing tears in those beautiful blue eyes. Stop this now, all at once. I may be blunt, but I won't let you do that, I utter at once. Why must you do this to such a precious girl? I wonder and think. Her tears are on the brink, even more than the last blink. Why shall we must not do this to such a dark-skinned girl? They laugh and giggle, sucking her in. They're trapped, making her lose it. That spark in her eyes, I must bring it back. My duty, I have to crack. She shrieks and screams, cries and whines. Now that's the last straw. I have to help her shine. I pull her away from all the pain. I can tell from that spark she's found the soul again. I comfort and settle her, and as the bullies flee, they see my death staring gaze. I mutter to her, it's all right, don't worry, you're free. Don't be ashamed of how you were made. You look absolutely beautiful. I won't let them do that to you ever again. I promise. I won't.
Congratulations to these deserving students.
Congratulations, all three ladies, and to you, Ms. Fuller, for your guidance and leadership, not only for these students, but all of the students that you work with throughout the year in many of the different venues that you do, and always bringing to us some pretty amazing accomplishments. So thank you. Congratulations. So we're going to go a little crazy tonight and go out of order with our Student of the Month recognition, beginning with Mr. Sullivan and his SALT committee that he would like to present as Students of the Month.
Thank you for having us, this evening. Normally we have 4 students in the month. I think today we have 11 because it's amazing talent that we have at Interact, some amazing writers. I think that's on showcase tonight. So thank you again for reading your poetry. I have 8 students in the month today. I'm not going to read all 8 descriptions because they are members of the Student Advisory Leadership Team. That's a committee that we started this year, a group of students, as you see on the television screen, a group of students that have worked with me on a monthly basis to give a voice to the students in our building. That's really what our mission is on a monthly basis. We come together, we eat some pizza, and we talk to each other about what we can do to make Interact a better place. Throughout the past several months, we've done a few different activities that we've collaborated with some other grade levels and worked together. Our students here are all 8th graders, but we've worked with our 5th grade, we've worked with 6th grade. We've done some pretty amazing things this year. And I think each of these students, though none of them could be here this evening, what's amazing is when you recognize great students, you have to understand that they're also in 8,000 different things. So we've got track meet, we've got Washington, D.C. meeting, we've got some other things, but I still wanted to recognize them tonight because they're such an amazing group of leaders in our building. What's also amazing is that here at the end of the school year, they're going to help me to recruit other students for next year that are going to move into this committee and help to make it just grow and help to make our building even better. So I'll announce their names. I know that you can read their names there. Lana Al-Mcdad, Jocelyn Bowden, Vivian Kane, Colin Cleary, Kylie Goins, Aaron Santel, Grayson Slobodnik, and Carter Van Kooten. Let's give a hand to those two. And keep your ears open because I guarantee you're going to hear these names again in the future because they'll be here as Students of the Month again, and you're going to hear the amazing things that these leaders are going to do when they move on to the high school. So with that said, I will turn it over to Mrs. Vance, ECLC.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Oh, there we go. I'm Mrs. Vance, principal at ECLC. I have the pleasure tonight of introducing our 2 students of the month. The first student of the month I'm going to start with is Ophelia Bowden. And Ophelia, can you wave to the crowd up there? Ophelia is in Miss Panyard's and Miss Holbrath's classroom, preschool classroom, and they said that Ophelia was chosen as Student of the Month for April because she is a positive role model for others by consistently demonstrating behaviors such as kindness, respect, and good communication.
Ophelia is also confident in her own abilities and helps to inspire others to try new things. Because of her outstanding work habits as a student, Ophelia excels academically as well, and her passion and learning and desire to do well is a great combination for success. Ophelia is a true leader, and we know she will do great things in the future. Congratulations to Ophelia. We are so proud of you. And our next student of the month tonight is Piper. And Piper, can you wave? She's just a little bit excited. Piper is in Mrs. Jennings' kindergarten classroom. And Mrs. Jennings writes that Piper is energetic and a loving member of the classroom. She is always willing to help the teacher or peers in the class. Piper also exhibits a positive attitude and encourages everyone to be kind and to try their best. She is a ray of sunshine to whomever she meets. Congratulations, Piper. Ms. Julio from Liberty.
All right, good evening, everybody. Tonight I have the pleasure of introducing two students of the month from Liberty. First is Audrey Davis. Say hi, Audrey. Hi. Audrey is a first grade student in Mr. Ditzler's class, and Mr. Ditzler wrote, Audrey has been Ranger Strong this month by going above and beyond to show cooperation. Not only does she show cooperation with her classmates, but also with teachers by following directions and being respectful. She also treats classroom objects with care so that others can use them. The only thing I ever ask of Audrey is to give me her very best effort every day, but she does that and even more. Congratulations, Audrey. Thank you for being a wonderful part of our class. And next, I have the pleasure of introducing Everett Meska. He is a second grade student in Mrs. Lavalia's class. Mrs. Lavalia wrote, I am proud to nominate Everett as our student of the month. Everett effortlessly demonstrates all of our Ranger Strong goals every day. He is a classmate that everyone wants to be friends with because he is respectful, kind, and caring. Everett always gives his best effort and is willing to work with friends who may need extra help. I can always count on Everett to come to class with a positive attitude and smile on his face. We are so lucky to have him in our class this year. Keep up the great work. And next is Ms. Durkin from RHTA.
Hi, I'm Melissa Durkin. I'm very happy to be here tonight to be introducing two of our wonderful learners of the month from Ranger High Tech Academy. First, I have here with us Hudson Gorney. Hudson is in 4th grade at RHTA and was nominated by Coach Tabaya. And this is what Coach Tabaya had to say about Hudson. Hudson is a rock star learner. He does such a great job working hard on all of his tasks. He really exemplifies Ranger Strong, from focusing on necessity to being respectful to all around him. Hudson does a great job thinking deeply and problem solving while bringing his group together to innovate and be creative. Way to go, Hudson. Keep up all your hard work. Keep being Ranger Strong. Our next student of the month is Pearson Compton. Pearson is a 6th grade learner at Ranger High Tech Academy, and he was nominated by Coach Custer. This is what Coach Custer had to say about Pearson. Pearson is not only known for his kindness,
and great sense of humor, but also for his unwavering work ethic and curiosity in the classroom. He approaches learning with enthusiasm. Pearson is always eager to dive deeper into new concepts. He uses his humor and inquisitive nature to inspire his peers and create a positive, engaging environment for everyone. Keep up the awesome work, Pearson. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Mueller, who will be doing the recognition for our high school.
Good evening.
Evening.
It's tax day. Only if you owe them money. If they owe you, it's not tax day. Still nothing funny about it. I just found out tonight that this is our last Student of the Month presentation due to other things that occur in a school year. With that being said, I am so proud and thankful for the opportunity to present two of the class of 2025's outstanding young men and young ladies. I'm going to start with the women first, Charlie. Is that okay? Our first student of the month is Megan Klepper, one of three Klepper sisters that we have at the high school at this time. She's a senior. I can count on Megan to set an example for other students at North Ridgeville High School. And oh, by the way, she presented a fabulous picture. That's a great picture. Megan is a member. These are her sports: trap, ski, and sporting clay. Were you on the championship team? Were you on the championship one? Individual champion in ski or trap? Ski. And member of our bowling team and marching band. Megan, how many matches in a row did the bowling team win this year? At least 14 matches in a row. That's a lot of bowling. And she's a great teammate. She also belongs to our National Honor Society and Key Club. Her favorite class is AP Environmental Science. Her favorite hobby, trap shooting. Dream college, she is going to attend Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, to pursue a major in geology and education. Dream job, working for the Ohio Department of Natural Resources or NASA as a geologist. Megan Klepper. Next student of the month, Charlie Steinmetz. I want to read what he said. We asked them to turn in their bio and picture to our guidance counseling secretary, Miss Blair. Here's how Charlie responded back. Mrs. Blair, I feel honored that I was selected as student of the month. Here are some topics you can include. To sports, football, and basketball. When I came to North Ridgeville High School, went out on Friday night, saw number 6 perform. I said, man, is that kid good? Was he a senior? They say he's a sophomore. I thought, wow. Junior year, there was number 6 again. Just giving his all for North Ridgeville Rangers and our home Friday football and band crowd. This past year, senior year, might have been his best year ever. You think, Charlie? Relentless, focused, like Megan, a fierce competitor, always wanting to get better every down. Amongst the other things that Charlie does, members of our Champion for Life Club, favorite class, and I witnessed this firsthand as I watched him sanding his cornhole boards last week. Woodworking, Favorite hobby, playing the piano. When did you start playing the piano, Charlie?
August, a couple years ago, but I started lessons in August.
Take a piano one and piano two this year, and it's his favorite hobby. And he is a phenomenal athlete. Set the school record for 3-point shots made in a game with 9 against Midview. But piano playing is his favorite hobby. Says a lot about Charlie Steinmetz, just as Megan's pursuits say a lot about her. His dream college, John Carroll University of Ohio State, and you are going to attend
John Carroll.
John Carroll University in the fall. Dream job, NFL player. But more than student of the month, student athlete, students both with incredibly impressive grade point averages in a rigorous high school curriculum. They are perfect examples of the kind of young men and young ladies that this community hopes for every student at North Ridgeville High School, and 2 kids whose families are so proud of them. Kleppers and Steinmetzes, you know, they represent you so proudly every single day at North Ridgeville High School. And they are humble. Look at them. Incredible. Congratulations to both of you. Turn forward to Mrs. Hostetler, Human Resources.
Congratulations to all of our students and thank you to our principals. It's always so great to hear their passion for kids come through when showing off all of the great things that our students are doing. It's always my pleasure to congratulate 2 staff members every month as our selection for our staff members of the month. This month, we have 2 fantastic winners. Our first winner tonight is Mrs. Casey Ginta. Casey is a 3rd grade teacher at Ranger High Tech Academy. She was hired in May of 2022. During her tenure at Cleveland State University, she received the Outstanding Student Teacher Award. Casey was nominated by several of her colleagues. One had this to share. Coach Ginta has been kind, patient, and supportive teacher all year. Her passion for the students is clear. She makes my learner feel confident and proud of herself every day. She helps students problem solve and become better teammates. She is a wonderful educator. Another colleague shared this. Coach Ginta has gone above and beyond to make me feel welcome as a first-year coach at RHTA. She has great relationships with our learners, and I'm proud to say that she is my colleague. I can't wait to see all of the great things we will do together as the 3rd grade team at RHTA. Thank you for all you do, our learners, and I appreciate you. Congratulations, Casey, and thank you for what you do first. Mr. Jason Sewell is our non-certified staff member of the month. He also is a baseball coach for us. So I think he is not with us this evening. He was going to try to make it, but with their schedule being so crazy in spring. Mr. Sewell was hired as a paraprofessional in 2021, and he currently works in our ABLE classroom at the high school. He is also a volunteer baseball coach and is one of our instrumental leaders of our ABLE Not Label program. Prior to his hire, Mr. Sewell was a support staff substitute. He worked as an operations manager in New York City and proudly served in the Army. One of Jason's colleagues had this to share about him. Jason always seems to show enthusiasm and care for his position. He works so well with our students and treats all students with respect and kindness. He is the definition of Ranger Strong. Another colleague shared this. Jason is an instrumental part of our unit. He shows initiative in regards to student support and staff communication. He's a team player and always looking out for students. We have been very fortunate to have Jason as a member of our ABLE classroom team, and I thank him for his work. In May, we recognize all of our retirees. So I would just like to take a moment to thank all of our parents and our staff and our students for all of their nominations throughout the year to make our staff members, to shout out such wonderful things about the things that are happening here. So thank you.
So, congratulations to all of our students and all of our poetry winners, our SALT leadership group at the middle school, and to our staff members of the month. We are always so proud to stand before you, or to have you stand before the board and share the amazing things that you have accomplished and continue to accomplish. And we are grateful that you choose to continue to be Rangers. So thank you very much. As we transition to Mrs. Armbruster, who's going to share with us an update about some of the pretty incredible things that she has been up to. I do want to ask parents, if possible, to stay until the end of Mrs. Armbruster's presentation, and we are going to take a photo of all of our students and staff members of the month, if possible. So thank you very much for consideration, and Mrs. Armbruster. Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you for the time. I'm very excited to be up here tonight and talk about really my title, Community Partnerships and Educational Opportunities, because there's so much happening with our community partners, and we have so many increased educational opportunities for our students that I'm excited to share. Tonight, my focus too is going to be on a new in the state of Ohio college, career, workforce, and military readiness for our students. Obviously, there's requirements for our students to graduate. But now the state, and it's so important, we want to ensure that our students are ready for whatever they choose when they leave high school. So how do they show at North Ridgeville High School how they are college, career, workforce, and military readiness and ready? So there's, in addition to their diploma and all these are the additional ways that they show. Pre-apprenticeship, industry recognized credential. They can show that they're CTE, career tech educational proficient on an exam. Getting a Ohio means job and having a job, military enlistment, honors diploma, CCP, or their SAT or ACT score. Tonight, I am going to focus on our pre-apprenticeship and our industry recognized credentials. I did want to talk a little bit, though, about our Ranger Academy, which is a program that I oversee, and our students are, it's an alternative education program for our students. They are showing their way either by a pre-apprenticeship or by an industry credential, and I'll explain that in a minute. But I did want to focus too on our partnerships through Ranger Academy. Since I started this job 4 years ago, we've expanded a lot of those partnerships and collaboration efforts throughout the school. For instance, Goodwill Industries is one that has really worked with our students in Ranger Academy to give them job, employment, opportunities to practice interviewing and how to be prepared for a job. But we've expanded those. They came to our future fair and did workshops with all of our students. They also have gone into our students on IEPs, get counseling from them as well, and a life coach. And this is one of our students that is in the Goodwill Industries employee, or actually their newsletter this month, and he is being featured as a student that has just made great strides with the life coach this year, Nico Novak. So we're really proud of him. He has 2 jobs and he will be graduating. He was one that was credit deficient and has done a great job. And we really can't thank our partners, and especially Goodwill Industries, with their impact on the school. Other things that we do to prepare our students to find their path is different career exploration activities. Some of the ones that have been really successful this year is our Cleveland Clinic experience, where a group of students go and they get to see every part of working in a hospital, from admissions to billing to insurance to doctors to techs, all of those. So it's a really great experience for them. We've had a business teacher, Matt Bainey, take students along with Todd Bebb. They combined, we got them to work together, go to the Magnet School, which is a manufacturing opportunity for students to see different careers there. RGI Creative, a North Ridgeville business, wonderful, wonderful partner of ours. They've been to our fairs. They've done design lessons for our students, and they're actually building a storefront for our Able store at the high school and teaching students how that process works. The eighth grade is working with JBS. They have a career exploration class for our 8th grade students, and Junior Achievement has partnered with us this year as well. And we are taking 8th graders to a Junior Achievement Inspire Career Exploration Fair at LCC in May. So another great opportunity for our students. I'm really excited. We piloted a Lorain County Career Exploration Day this year. North Ridgeville had a lot of openings in that. It was open to the entire county. We went to the forensics lab, which was number one on students' list. Everyone wants to be CSI. Engineering department worked with our students in the county, the government, the courts, the sheriff. We went to the 911 center and they saw how these jobs work and the opportunities right here in our county. There's so many opportunities in county government, but expanding on that, that should happen again next year. I'm very excited. I'm on the steering committee for the Lorain County Expo. We're going to have an expo center. I don't know if you've heard about it. The Ross Expo Center out at the Lorain County Fair grounds is opening. Actually, I think it's going to be done in June, but it's going to be a hands-on manufacturing trades. There's going to be probably 50 to 100 exhibitors. Students will go from all over the county and actually bricklaying, how to drywall, work in tech, all types of, and they will all be hands-on and they will work to spend. We have insurance to cover it. So it's going to be a really big event for next year. So I'm excited about that for our students and for students throughout the county. I do have to mention our future fair was February 21st, was the 4th year. So it's nothing really new, but we have expanded it. But again, all of these companies, this is our first responders, government agencies that were there. We can't do these things. There's no budget for these. This all comes from our community support. And we so appreciate it because that's how our students are going to learn what's out there for them. So that group was there. We also had the manufacturing trades, landscaping, engineer, IT, all of these companies came and supported our students. We also had many healthcare agencies, and we know that healthcare, manufacturing, and IT are the #1 jobs in the Northeast Ohio. So we need to focus on that for our students. And then we also had some financial institutions, retail, and insurance agencies. In addition to that, we had the military was out, so our students could talk to their recruiters who were interested in enlisting. And lots and lots of colleges, the colleges that our students are interested in going there were opportunity for them to talk to them one-on-one. And the addition this year that we added to the Future Fair were workshop sessions. We had over 100 sessions so that students could see, talk to people in the field as to what those businesses and how those careers worked. So that was a great opportunity. We're going to expand that next year. And something we was really excited to do, Nikki Rockworth worked with me on Shake 2.0, we called it. Our 10th graders this year were the first students to go through the Amazing Shake. You probably know about that, where they learn just soft skills, which we are told is one of the biggest things our students need when they are college and career and workforce ready. So they actually did interview sessions. They learned what to do if they were stopped by a police officer or in just a simple conversation circle. So that was a great addition to the Future Fair. I would be remiss if I didn't thank our sponsors. Again, we can't do this without our community partnerships. We have no budget. Our golden sponsor was Phoenix Counseling Center and Sam's Club, Big Frog, Lorain County Solid Waste Management District, Dollar Bank, LCC, Phoenix Counseling Center, Drug Mart, the Army, Culver's, and Pizza Hut all support us with food or financial donations to support our vendors, and we've greatly appreciated that. And then to finish up, where are we going and what are these educational opportunities? This year, I'm very proud, Patty Mahan, our transition coordinator, and I worked and put together a pre-apprenticeship. We actually, through Greater Cleveland Partnership, have 4 pre-apprenticeships right here at North Ridgeville High School for our students to earn. One in IT, finance, health science, hospitality, and tourism. So we will be building those for next year. But this year, we actually, Caitlin Carlo and our Able Not Label program, and it's a CBI program, it's a CBI elective. So we have students, the Able program students and the students taking the CBI elective. And they all earned, and they've been doing this. This is our Able Not Label. You know, I'm sure a lot of you know about such business that our students learn trade and they learn so much in there. And we have the business executives working, the managers and all of that. So they all have earned a free apprenticeship. Some of them is an alternative to competency for graduation. Others, it's their pre-apprenticeship to go that seal to show that they are workforce ready. So we're very, very proud of that and proud of the students and the work that they do and that they are being recognized for that. In addition, so that was 15 students that earned that. And then our industry recognized credentials, we have 34 students earning a business industry recognized credential. Last year we had 14. So we have gone from 14 showing us workforce ready to 49 this year with the free apprenticeships. We're proud of that. And we're proud of the future. So next year we have all of our related arts teachers classes, engineering, health, PE, family consumer science, ranger service learning, all of them are planning on incorporating a pre-apprenticeship or an industry recognized credential for our kids. So we're leaps and bounds for these students, and so very proud of them that no matter how you want to do it, honors diploma, workforce, but we are going to have that pathway for you so that you can show that you're ready to go on the workforce. And then, the other pieces that we're going to do for next year is smaller future fair. We're going to do 4 career cluster future fairs. It's another part of this to help them with their workforce development. So that's where we're at. It was a good year, and it's going to be a great year next year.
So in case y'all didn't notice, she's very passionate and excited about this. And she might say that the career fair isn't new, but I'm telling you, we had the slideshow from when this started. It grows every year under her leadership, and every year she presents, and every year she says she's going to build on it. So when we talk about preferred design path for your students, our students, this is part of it. You know, and we really take that seriously, the opportunities that are afforded to every kid, whether it be to work with their hands, go in the military, go off to school, and you're not allowed to retire. So amazing job as usual.
Well, we're building new buildings. So Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Superintendent's report.
If you could just bear with us one more minute, there's things going on in Columbus right now that are going to have a financial impact on every school district in the state of Ohio. And Ms. McCarthy has something this evening.
Yeah, I just wanted to share with everyone in our community, our taxpayers, our parents, our caregivers. We have an opportunity for you to help us advocate for the financial health and sustainability of our district. Currently, House Bill 96 is the governor's budget, the legislation. It's on its way to the Senate. There's going to be changes made and stuff like that. But one of the things that we're looking at right now is there's a provision in there for a 30% carryover cap. And what that means is if a school district has more than 30% cash carryover for the following year, based on their last year's expenditures, they get penalized in a way that they don't get to collect as much tax from the citizens, right? Now you're thinking, well, what am I, I'm not going to advocate against that. And I get that. It sounds like it's a good deal for our families in our community. What that means for North Ridgeville City Schools in the first year is a $15 million loss of revenue for our district. 15 million, that's significant. And that will impact us tremendously in the future, meaning that we would have to come back to you as residents and taxpayers sooner than we would for a levy and more often than we would for a levy. So in the long run, in my mind, this provision to save taxpayers money doesn't really save anybody money, and it's done on the to the detriment of public education. So we do have a sample script that we would encourage you to look at. And if you feel so inspired to advocate for the financial stability of North Ridgeville City Schools, to send this and your tweaks to it to Senator Manning. Brooke has some copies of that. It's also been posted on some social media from some of our PTO and booster organizations. Our superintendent has done an op-ed that is on our website. I would encourage all of you to read that and to familiarize yourself with the details of House Bill 96 and how this provision especially will impact North Ridgeville City Schools. Now, there's other things going on in Columbus as well that will impact North Ridgeville City Schools, but I'm taking a breath and we're focusing on one at a time, and this is going to be the most significant impact. So I appreciate your time and consideration.
And to share with you, because it was 13 years ago, so a lot of you might not even be aware of this. In 2012, the school district made a commitment that we would not come back to the community for operating funds for 10 years. That would have been 22. We're now in 25. We are very fiscally responsible with the funds that are entrusted to us as a school district. And these changes could change that time frame very, very rapidly and put us in a position where, quite frankly, the impact could be as bad as fiscal emergency, depending on how all this plays out. So it's very important as advocates, not just for the school district, but for your children,
this is gonna affect everybody that goes, not just to North Ridgeville City School, but every school district in the state of Ohio. So if you could reach out to Nathan Manning, Gail Manning, be proactive on behalf of the school district and your kids, because this really could be something that's detrimental to some of the things we shared here tonight. And us moving forward and making sure we can afford our children every opportunity to make them successful when they leave our buildings. So with that being said, it took a couple extra minutes, but we're gonna take pictures, and then if you want to come back and enjoy the rest of the meeting, feel free. If not, we completely understand. All this meeting. Oh, see that? Yeah, we're gonna call the meeting back in order. All right, here's an opportunity for hearing of the public. If you'd like to address the Board of Education, here's your opportunity. As per our policy that we allocate 3 minutes per participant, we ask that you sign in, state your name and your address as well, please.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for your time today. My name is Marcia Witt and I live, you need my whole address. It's 9200 Nash Lane, North Ridgeville, Ohio, 44039.
Did you sign in? And otherwise we could sign in here. That would be your information. Thank you.
I good?
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So as I stated, my name is Marcia. I'm a mother of an 8-year-old second grade student at Liberty Elementary. I'm here tonight because I have serious concerns, about the safety of not just my own child, but all children on the bus and at school. On Friday morning, April 4th, my daughter was assaulted on the bus by a first grade student. She brought a toy for indoor recess, and when she told the boy she didn't want to share it with him, he responded by punching her in the chest 3 times. Gonna try to keep it together, sorry. As she tried to protect herself and told him to stop, he verbally assaulted her by calling her a bee, calling her fat, and even threatening similar words towards her father. Probably because he's my neighbor, so he knows who we are. She had remained seated next to the student for the entire ride to school with no intervention from an adult, including the bus driver. When she arrived at the school, the very first thing she did was report the incident to a trusted adult. Despite this, I was not informed by the school until 2 p.m. that afternoon. This incident occurred on the morning bus. When I spoke with the assistant principal, I asked what disciplinary action had been taken or would have been taken, and I was told that the student would not be removed from the bus or suspended. As a mother, this is devastating to hear. Since the school has not taken steps to ensure my daughter's safety, I have taken my own. I no longer allow her to ride the bus in the morning, and she will not return until the student involved is no longer allowed to be on that bus. I also want to take a moment to reference the City of North Ridgeville's Student Code of Conduct, which clearly outlines expectations for student behavior and consequences for violent or threatening actions. The North Ridgeville City School District policy prohibits harassment and intimidation, and the district takes a zero tolerance approach to such behaviors. The district has a zero tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation, meaning such behaviors will not be tolerated and will result in disciplinary action. Students and parents are encouraged to report any incidents of bullying, harassment, and intimidation to the school staff. After an incident is reported, school administration can investigate and develop a student action plan to safeguard all students from further incidents of harassment, intimidation, and bullying. So my question to you tonight is simple. What is going to be done moving forward to make sure my child and every other child feels safe on the bus, in the classroom, and on the playground? Because if we can't guarantee a safe ride to school, we've already failed them before the day even begins. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else this evening? Seeing none, we're gonna move into the consent agenda. It is recommended that the announcements, Ms. McCarthy.
Oh, thank you. I did have an opportunity last night to attend Ranger Council meeting on behalf of the Board of Education, and I was very pleased about all the end of the year activities that are being planned. So I just want to encourage families to keep an eye out on whatever way that you get your communication from your school. Lots of parties and events and just a lot of fun to wrap up the school year and the tremendous job that the students and the staff have done throughout the school year. So I want to thank our booster and PTO volunteers for all their hard work throughout the year, and hope everyone participates in their end of the year activities.
Thank you, Ms. McCarthy. Of course. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda resolution as presented.
And Mr. Baca, before we move on, or move to approve, I'd like to make a correction to the donation that was read at the April 1st board meeting. There was an error in the amount reported. The correct donation from Liberty Schools Fun Run event sponsor KL Coating Incorporated was $500. We sincerely thank KL Coating Incorporated for their generous support.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
Yes, I move to approve the consent agenda with the corrections.
Moved by Mr. McCarthy. Second by Mr. Grigsby. Roll call, please.
Mrs. McCarthy?
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby?
Yes.
Mr. Haynes?
Yes.
Mrs. Sexton?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes. Finance report, Ms. McCarthy.
We have 3 items tonight on our finance report. The first item for consideration is a resolution to approve the financial statements and reports for the month of March 2025. Second item is a resolution accepting the tax rates as determined by the County Budget Commission. And it is also recommended the Board of Education approve the 5-year tax abatement agreement with North Ridgeville City Schools and City of North Ridgeville as presented. I move to approve these items in one reading. I'm sorry, I got tripped up on that phrase.
Second.
Moved by Ms. McCarthy, second by Ms. Saxon. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. McCarthy?
Yes.
Mrs. Saxon?
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby?
Yes.
Mr. Haynes?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes. Okay, education report, Ms. Saxon.
Yes, we have 2 items for your consideration tonight. The first item is a resolution that the North Ridgeville Board of Education adopt a resolution opposing the 30% carryover provision in Ohio's proposed state budget. This provision would limit school districts to carrying over no more than 30% of the previous year's expenditure, which we believe undermines local financial control, penalizes responsible fiscal planning, and could jeopardize our ability to manage unexpected costs and long-term planning. And long-term investments. I apologize. We urge state lawmakers to remove this cap and allow school districts to continue making budget decisions in the best interest of their students and communities. Second is a resolution approving the purchase of MOSA Mac science resources for 7th and 8th grade students. This is a 5-year agreement from 2025 to 2030 for the purchase of experiential digital science curriculum designed to engage students in real-world problem solving through interactive lab experiences. I motion to approve both of these items in one reading.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Saxon, second by Ms. McCarthy. Is there any discussion? You know, again, this 30%, just imagine your household being told that you did everything right and managed your money in an appropriate way. And because of that, we're going to limit you on how much you can have put aside for rainy day or future build or what. I mean, it's Columbus being Columbus, and it's frustrating. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Saxon?
Yes.
Mrs. McCarthy?
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby?
Yes.
Mr. Haynes?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes. Kathy, yes. Thank you, Mr. Haynes.
Gotcha. We have a few items to consider under human resources report.
7 certified staff appointments, 1 support staff appointment, 1 hourly tutor contract, 1 support staff contract adjustment, 1 support staff resignation, 1 support staff termination. I move to approve the human resources items in 1 reading.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Haynes, second by Mr. Grigsby. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Haynes,
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby,
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy.
Yes.
Mrs. Saxon,
Yes.
Mr. Vaca.
Yes.
So as you can see by the board agendas tonight, and thank you for your approval, it is hiring season and we were able to bring on for this meeting 7 new certified staff members that I would like to take a minute to introduce and say a couple of words about. I really take very seriously that I feel that our team thinks that one of our biggest responsibilities is to make sure that we put great educators in front of our kids every single day. And so this time of year, it's always great to bring on great educators. And so we have a couple that weren't able to be here with us tonight, but Katie Powers is joining us at ECLC at pre-K. She is coming to us from the Lorain City Schools. She has extensive knowledge and valuable experience in pre-K. With both of our highest needs and our traditional peers at the pre-K level. And so we are excited about the things that she will bring to us. The one word that she uses to describe herself is kind, and anything sweet is her go-to snack. Nick Cosmero is coming to NRAC. He will be a Project Lead the Way teacher. He is a graduate of Kent State and has been teaching science in the Bedford City Schools. Consistent is the word that he used to describe himself, and he credits his mother's optimism for inspiring him. He is a Cleveland Guardians fan, and he coaches baseball, and that's why he's unable to be here with us tonight. We have a couple online this evening who are finishing up their coursework and graduating this spring. So it's exciting to have Amanda Finney with us. She is going to be an intervention specialist at Liberty. She is a Westlake High School graduate, and she is currently at Miami University in Oxford. And so one of our seniors was going there. And so I thought it was funny that Amanda was online seeing that. So she was excited to see that. Determined is the word that she uses to describe herself. She's a Cavs fan gearing up for the playoffs. And anything from Hamilton is her go-to karaoke song. So we're thrilled to have her, and we hope that she enjoys her last month of college, and we're happy to have her back home. Connor Simon is joining us online. He is going to be a high school science teacher, and so he is finishing up. He is an Olmsted Falls Bulldog graduate, and he is coming back to the area after being at Bowling Green State University. And so we excited to get him back here. The word that Connor uses to describe himself is funny. He's a Cleveland sports guy, so I was thrilled that he named all 3 of our Browns, Guardians, and Cavs as his favorite teams. And he credits his father, who was also a teacher and coach, for inspiring him to pursue his education career. So we're excited to get him back home after he graduates as well. And then I have 3 here tonight that I would like to call up, and we will have them signed. So if they would come up. All right.
Sorry.
And all of our others will get their gifts during the onboarding process, but our first in person here tonight is Jackson Mariner. He is going to be a high school science teacher. We're excited to have Jackson. Jackson is too finishing up his student teaching over on the east side. He is going to get his master's from John Carroll University. He got his bachelor's from the University of Miami, Florida, where he was a biology and marine science major. and then is getting his master's in education. And so he is going to be an excellent science addition to us. Logical, which is a very good term for a science teacher, is the word that he used to describe himself. He listed his mother as who inspires him. He's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so he jumped on that bandwagon this fall. He was a fan before. And we're happy to have Jackson. We're happy to welcome Kyle home. Kyle Milner is a graduate of the North Ridgeville City Schools, and he has been teaching the past 4 years at Midview Science. He is going to be Project Lead the Way at NRAC. He is thrilled to get back to North Ridgeville. He is also a graduate of Bowling Green State University. And purposeful was the name or the word that he used to describe himself. He is a soccer guy. This coach is here recording for us. So he listed Manchester City as his favorite team. And I know a few of us in the room can appreciate that his go-to karaoke song is Run DMC's It's Tricky. And then Ruth Cabano. Ruth Cabano is a Case Western Reserve University student. Not a student, graduate. And she is going to lead our new orchestra program. So a lot of the things that we heard tonight about empowering students to design their perfect futures. And we know with a performing arts center coming, we wanted our students to have the opportunity to choose a string instrument. And so we are excited that we are bringing on an expert and will be an excellent addition to our music staff. We will be offering orchestra at all levels. We're really going to concentrate at NRAC with the youngest groups, but also any students that, that may in high school even want to learn a string. We're really excited about that. Ruth has spent the last 2 years teaching orchestra to students at Lake Ridge Academy. So she's been our neighbor. And her karaoke song is anything Taylor Swift.
Old Taylor Swift.
And she did not list the word to describe herself, but when we interviewed her, sitting through all three of hers, I would say insightful is one of the words that would come to mind for me. But I also would say just the passion that she has for bringing this program to the North Ridgeville City Schools. We're really thrilled to have Ruth with us. So a great set of 7 educators, really excited to have them. And I'm going to have you guys sign your contract and take pictures.
As they're signing this, I gotta start a new role.
Yes.
The gray hairs make me feel seasoned. I sat on the North Ridgeville Amateur Soccer League board with his dad, Rex, so I know I was this big. So now I just feel old. Welcome to all of you.
You should see me when I read their application when they were born after I graduated. All right, let's see. Who do I have here? Kyle, you're first. Make it like a signing thing.
Yeah.
Photos are suitable for the, refrigerator.
Jackson, you're next.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce them. It's one of my favorite parts, so.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
It is recommended the Board of Education enter into executive session to discuss the employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, compensation of public employees, and matters related to negotiations of public employees. There will be no action to follow.
Second.
Moved by Mr. McCarthy, second by Mr. Haynes. Roll call, please.
Ms. McCarthy? Yes. Mr.
Mr. Haynes,
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby,
Yes.
Ms. Jackson. Yes. Mr. Vaca.
Yes.
7:09.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.